Hello friends, in this session we will see how many ways to build a new virtual machine, like how many ways to create or build a virtual machine. In VMware, there are five types of methods. Create a virtual machine on directly ESXi. Second method is cloning. Third method is template. Fourth one is OVF. Fifth one is P2V V2V. We'll see first method, create a virtual machine directly on ESXi. So So this is my physical server is success server. Here I'm VMware admin. I have chosen this one ESXi server. So log into this server or through vCenter we will connect and we can create a virtual machine. We'll see upcoming class like what is vCenter, what is the vCenter interface, basics and all we will discuss. In this video we'll see how to create a virtual machine. Okay. So right, we have to, if you want to install, we need to choose the particular ESXi server and on which server you want to create a virtual machine. So I have chosen example, this ESXi server. I have created two VMs here like VM1. Okay. Same way, like practical, we can see how to create virtual machine. So if you want to create virtual machine, let's choose vCenter. Log into vCenter, then choose ESXi server, right click on new virtual machine, provide VM name, which operating system you are going to install on that VM, choose the operating system, then select RAM, CPU, hard disk, network, then click OK. Okay, first step, VM will be created. Then second method is install operating system. Once you create operating system, you can install operating system, or while creating virtual machine also you can choose like CD DVD option, you can choose the OS path. So there are two methods. Using physical CD DVD you can install operating system, or using ISO. So we have to download that ISO and you need to copy that ISO file to data store, common data store. So accordingly you can attach that ISO. Okay, we'll see now practically how to create a virtual machine. Go to lab. So I will log into lab session, hands on labs. So this is vCenter, login. So in this vCenter, I have ESXi1 and ESXi2. So I want to create a new virtual machine. Already there are three virtual machines available here. Tiny Linux to Windows 10. Okay. Now one more new VM we will create. Okay. So I will create on first ESXi server. So I have selected ESXi server, right click here, new virtual machine. Click on that option. So create a new virtual machine. Click on next. Okay. Provide name for that VM. Okay. I'll give SQLDB example. I'll enter SQLDB. Okay. Click next. So I have right clicked on host one, right? That's the reason default it is selected. Here you have to choose like compatibility. Check succeeded. So if there is any error, you have to troubleshoot accordingly. It should be compatibility succeed. Okay, next. Okay, data store. So I want to give hard disk details, right? We need to select the data store because from ESXi server we will provide memory CPU to the virtual machine. For hard disk, we will choose the external storage SAN storage. So this is called a data store. Next, compatibility with latest 8.2, let it be. So here, guest OS operating system. Which one you are planning to install in that virtual machine? If it is Windows, guest OS family select, choose as Windows. Then guest OS version, Microsoft Windows Server 2019 it is selected. If you click on this arrow bar, See, latest one, Windows, Microsoft Windows Server 2025 is there, 2219. Which one you want to install operating system on that virtual machine? That we need to select. Okay, so I'll choose latest one. Okay, next, just we are choosing the OS family and all. Here we will provide the hardware details: CPU, memory 4 GB, new hard disk. So real time, space will be there. We can, how much they mention, that much we can give. This is practice lab, right? So we cannot give more than a free space. So I'll give 20 GB for practice session. Okay, I have mentioned CPU, memory, hard disk. So just come down. So here network also you can choose which network, VM should be belongs to. If you have a particular network, just click on that arrow, click on browse. Here you can choose the network. Now this VM will into VM network. This we have defaultly selected. Okay, for example, like this. Okay, yeah. Now, if you want to install operating system now while creating virtual machine, you can choose option here, new CD DVD drive. So same here also, click on arrow. So if you want to install operating system from ESXi server, you have to choose host to device. But for this, we need to inform the particular person, data center person, where that ESXi server hosted, to insert the CD, DVD, or connect pen drive or something. Then only we can install. Okay. Then while rebooting, it will take files from that ESXi host if you insert CD, DVD, or pen drive. In real time, normally what we will do is we will select data store ISO file. So in real time, there will be downloaded path will be there. Here, if you come, select this ESXi, like VM images example I'm telling, like that. If you click here, it will show ISOs like Windows Server 2025 ISO, 22 ISO 2019, Linux version 10, 9, 8, anything which you have downloaded already, that all you have to copy to data store path, which one common path, accessible path. Okay. So as of now, we are not installing, just ignore this option. So let it be default one, client device. Okay. But real time, it will be like data store ISO path. Okay. If you choose, select that file. Once you click next, finish, it will reboot that VM. After rebooting, it will take files from the path ISO. Then it will start installation. Then you have to follow the on-screen steps. So OS installation, I'll upload a separate session later. As of now, we will create a virtual machine. That's it. Okay. I'll click on next, finish. See here, SQLDB virtual machine is created. See, create virtual machine completed. Okay. So we'll power on this virtual machine now. Okay. Select this virtual machine. It's in powered off state. So we need to power on. So here also you can click or right click on that, select that VM, right click on that VM, go to power option, click arrow, power on. Okay. So if you want to see console of this VM, you can double click on this here, separate tab it will open. So installation. Okay. So we didn't choose this ISO path or we didn't inserted CD DVD, right? That's the reason in this page is struck. If we have really that ISO image, it will follow the process installation on-screen steps. It will follow. Okay. So once it's done, now VM will be ready. You can use for business. Okay. Once you install everything complete, then it looks like Windows VM means like this. It will login page will come. Okay. See. first session I said like, what is virtual machine? Virtual machine is a software computer. It looks like works like physical machine only. See how our physical server looks same. This is also virtual machine only. This looks like function like same as it is like physical server only. There is no changes. Okay. This is the one method. Okay. Why we need to choose ISO path as data store ISO means. So for example, if you want to install multiple VMs like 50, 100, 200 VMs, if you choose host device, for example, right click this VM, go to after VM installation, we can install right click edit settings. Okay, under CD DVD, sorry, if you choose host device, each and every time we need to call the data center person who is available in the data center. We need to call him like we need to inform insert CDDV connect pen drive. I'm planning to install virtual machine. Like each and every time we need to ask request that person. That is not fair, right? That's the reason in real time we will choose always data center like data store ISO path. Okay, that is the feasible option. Okay, but we need to copy the files to data store common path. Then only we can choose this option. Using that ISO image, we can attach that ISO to virtual machine. Okay, so then only easy. No need to ask anyone. No need to disturb anyone. This is the way in real time we will do the installation process. Okay. If you want to modify a CPU, increase or decrease, or memory increase or decrease, hard disk or CD, DVD, anything if you want to choose, select VM, right click, go to edit settings. Okay. So this is the one of the method to create a virtual machine, but it is longer time it will take. From scratch we need to follow the process everything. It will take time to build a virtual machine. Okay. So we'll see second method now. For first method, like install OS, I have mentioned two options. Using physical CD, DVD, ROM. These are the steps. Using data store ISO. These are the steps. Both I have mentioned here. Okay. So now we'll see the second method, cloning. Duplicating an existing VM. In a VMware, a clone is an exact copy of virtual machine, identical copy of an existing virtual machine at specific point in time. Okay, the cloning process duplicates the parent VM's entire state, including its virtual hardware, operating system, applications, like applications, data, and configuration, allowing administrator to rapidly deploy new ready-to-use VMs without performing manual installation. We no need to install again operating system, application configuration, nothing. Whatever data is there, if you want same copy of virtual machine, you can install a that virtual machine using clone. Like you can deploy a same virtual machine using cloning option. Okay, duplicating an existing VM. We'll see that methods practically. Okay, for example, I have drawn here. See, VMware admin. Here, like I have chosen this ESXi server. I want this VM1 same data like application like SQL server like application installed on this virtual machine. I want same SQL application configuration, data, everything. So I have chosen from this VM to this VM. Like I have done clone this VM, so we got this VM. Okay, we'll see practically how it's like going this thing. Okay, so while creating directly VM on ESXi server or cloning, whatever it may be, so while deploying name, IP address, SID, RAM, CPU, hard disk, everything client will provide. So what is the name we need to, what operating system we need to install. Okay, what is the IP address? Okay, IP address means like network team we can contact. Okay, everything details we will get, no need to worry. You must know the how to build a virtual machine methods, that's it. Remaining details you will get from client. Okay, we'll see now cloning method, second option. Okay, we'll go to lab now. Go to lab. Yeah. So first we will delete this SQLDB, then we will go for cloning option. Okay. If you want to delete this virtual machine, first we need to power off this virtual machine. Right click, go to power option. So power off. Click on yes, it will be power off. Yes, now this SQLDB is powered off state. Right click, scroll down, remove from, delete from disk. Okay. Yes. Why? Because 20 GB we have given for that virtual machine. So that 20 GB allocated to that virtual machine. Now we are going to clone option, right? That VM also required space. For free space, we have deleted that VM. Now what I'll do is Windows 10, we will clone like, same VM I want. I will look, I will not install any operating system or something. Everything it will come. Like for example, even for your reference, I'll put some data in this. Okay. I'll log into this virtual machine. I'll create one folder. Let me log into console. So have logged into this virtual machine. I'll keep one folder here for testing purpose. So as I said, cloning means exact like whatever is there in the original VM, everything will come to cloned VM. So for reference, I'll mention cloning folder name. Okay. Inside that I'll put one copy. Right click, text file I'll keep here. Cloning Windows 10 VM I'll mention. Okay. File name. Okay. Inside that. Welcome to Google Tech. I'll save. I'll close this one. So I'll close this. Okay. So now I'm going to clone this Windows 10. Same Windows 10, one more VM, it will come like exact VM. So in that VM also, this cloning folder must be there. Inside the text file also should be there. Okay. Now, so it is in powered up state. So in real time, there are two types of clone, like hard clone and a cold clone. Hard, hard clone is nothing but while VM power on, if you are doing cloning, that is hard clone. While VM power off, it is a cold clone. Okay, based on client request, you have to process the cloning option. Okay, so while VM power on itself, we'll do cloning now. Okay, first one. So right click this virtual machine, go to clone option, clone to virtual machine. Okay, provide name some cloning test VM. Just I'm giving. So next. So you have to choose this cloning VM in on which host it should create. Okay. I'll choose host 2. Okay. So compatibility check succeeded. Next. So here we have to choose data store. So hard disk we have to should create now. So for that we have to choose data store. So I have chosen. So free space 56 GB is there. No issues. Next. So this is customization. Okay. Like a hard clone is nothing but like cloning a powered on VM. Cold clone is cloning a powered off VM. Like a hard clone will take approx more than like 5 minutes than cold clone. Okay. Like difference like a hard clone and cold clone is like that. Like a hard clone like read and write will be happening. So that's the reason it will take more time. Remaining process both are same. Now if you come to here like customization option. So now also you can choose if you select this option, customize this virtual machine hardware. Now you can choose like if you want to change any memory, CPU, hard disk, you can choose. Okay, later also you can choose. If you select now while creating like cloning, you want to change the details. Okay, if you are not selecting, later also you can. Okay, third option. If you select this last option, okay, pour on virtual machine after creation means if you choose this option, once this cloning option then automatically it will create a virtual machine. Like after a VM creation, it will automatically prof like a power on that virtual machine. If you are not selecting this option, manually after creating that virtual machine, manually we have to select a like power on option, then it will we need to power on that virtual machine, it will power on. Okay. So see, I'll choose this option. Once cloning done, automatically that virtual machine should be powered on. Okay, customization. Uh, okay, both I will choose. Next. So here, this is how I said like if you want to change memory, CPU, hard disk, okay, you can like 30 is there, 35 I'll give. Okay, don't try to reduce. Okay, existing VM might be data is there now, so don't reduce. Let it be exact, or if you want more, you can give. Okay, next. So this is the overview. Just this is the source VM Windows 10. From this we are doing a cloning VM. Okay, we have given name as cloning test VM where we are deploying that virtual machine host ESXi 02 host 2. Okay, data store we have chosen DS01. Disk storage same format as source. Capacity 35. Everything. Okay. Once I click finish now, then it will start process cloning. Okay. So based on data on Windows 10 VM, it will take a cloning process time. Okay, finish. When I click to finish at the moment, see, clone virtual machine Windows 10 process started 9%. Okay, see here also cloning test VM is there. Okay, still it is cloning then based on because operating system is there no inside this. That's the reason it will take time. Directly virtual machine creation ESXi it will take like 2.5 hours, 3 hours complete from scratch. So this is like based on data within 1 hour we can create a virtual machine. So time we are reducing the time. Okay. Once done like cloning done, we have to change the system name, IP address, SID, security identifier. We need to change because in a network, in same network, two devices can't have the same name at the same time. IP address we cannot provide same like we cannot assign same IP address to the two devices. Okay. Not only for virtual machine, any device, switch, router, firewall. Okay. If they're in same network, we cannot assign same IP address to two devices or same name. Okay. What will happen? It will conflict. Okay. If you provide same name or same IP address. Okay. So it is taking time. See, process 58%. Okay. So it is copying the data. Okay. In a network, name and IP address is should be unique. Okay. So if you clone any VM, here we are choosing Windows 10. In real time, if you choose any VM, other VM also will have same name, same IP address, same security identifier. So we have to change them. Okay. So changing these three values is called customization. So that we can do while cloning, or if we know that options later also we can do. Okay. If you skip here, you can do later. But you must know the option how to change VM name. VM name itself will not display name. VM OS name inside log into console, then change the VM name. But while cloning, changing option is very simple here. Instead of after cloning doing these things, while cloning itself, if you do this is very simple. Okay. But while cloning, not possible to change operating system. Okay. Same operating system it will take. Okay. So now see this cloning VM, this process, clone virtual machine Windows 10 completed. Okay, we'll see now this one. See, we haven't right click and powered on this virtual machine. Automatically it's powered on because while cloning process we have selected option called after clone powered on this virtual machine. So it's powered on. See, I'll log into this virtual machine. So, so we'll check that data is there or not. Okay. As I said, everything it will come to this virtual machine. See, this is cloning test VM. Okay. Data is folder is there. Okay. I'll open that. It should be that text file must be there in that folder. Okay. Let me open this folder. See, cloning Windows 10 VM. See, data is there. So for testing purpose, I have selected created a file, and inside that file, inside that folder, I have created one file and mentioned some data. See, to confirm that if you clone any virtual machine, everything will come. So operating system also came and data also there. Everything is there. This is how in real time they will. If you want any virtual machine, same virtual machine, if they want, they will choose cloning option. Okay. So here, uh, one second. So as I said in customization, name, IP address, SID. So before connecting this virtual machine to network, so we have to change this virtual machine name, IP address, and SID. This option, SID option, is very important. Okay. So we have to select generate new SID. Okay. We have to assign. This is very important before connecting this virtual machine to network. SID should be changed. Okay. So instead of creating a new virtual machine, what we are doing here is like we are cloning existing VM and saving like almost more than 1.5, like 1 hour 30 minutes or some time, like we are saving the some time. So like this is useful for if you want same copy of virtual machine, like that also based on as per customer request, like application team. Like as I said, we can ask customer, you want running VM like powered on VM hard clone or powered off VM like cold clone. Depends on application team or when like client they will tell like powered on VM you want, powered off VM. Accordingly, we have to follow the like cloning process. Until 40 to 60% it will be slow. It will take time, like data will be copying everything. After 60% it will be faster, like a cloning process. Okay, so if you practice this thing it will be easy. Okay, so here two methods we have discussed. Create a virtual machine directly on ESXi, right click ESXi and create virtual machine. Okay, this is from scratch. Second is cloning, duplicating an existing VM, everything. We no need to install anything. We no need to configure application, install and configure application, nothing. So whatever is there existing, same if VM if you want, you can choose cloning option. So now we will see like third method, template. Okay. Say clone test VM. We'll see the details here. Just see power status powered on guest OS Microsoft Windows 10 running VMware tools running version. See we have done from Windows 10, right? Here also same details must be there. See powered on Microsoft Windows 10. Okay, same thing will be there. Okay, so now we will delete this one cloning VM because we will do template method. Okay. So if you want to delete this virtual machine, first we need to power off this virtual machine. Right click, power off, or click this button, power off. Once VM powered off, then we can delete from disk that virtual machine. See this powered off now. So we'll delete from disk. Come down, delete from disk. So so deleted. So why we are like selecting delete from disk option means like if you see here. See, this is ESXi. Here we have created virtual machine. While creating virtual machine, we have selected this storage option. So once you select this storage data store, VM related data will stored in data store here in this. Okay. So if you select delete from disk, this VM will delete from ESXi host in inventory. That VM files data will be deleted in this storage box data store. Okay. That's the reason we are selecting uh, delete from disk. Okay, now we'll see template third method. Okay, template master image of a virtual machine. Okay, our template in VMware is a master copy or a golden image of a virtual machine that serves as a standardized baseline for creating new identical virtual machine. Okay, like if you see in cloning, unnecessary data will be copy. Okay, including application configuration, whatever data is there, everything will copy. So if you don't want unnecessary data, so to avoid that kind of things, what they will do is they will choose follow the template method. Okay, so they will choose the template option. Like how this template will work, we'll see now. So what we will do is we will create a plain virtual machine. We will not place unnecessary data on it here. Okay, like in real time, basically, like client, someone is requesting for virtual machine. Like here, he will give like VM name, RAM, CPU, hard disk, network, everything. He will give like which operating system. Okay, what we will do is, for example, Windows operating system, Microsoft operating system latest is 2025. Assume that next month or now they have introduced 2027 operating system. What we will do is we will create a plain virtual machine. Top of that, we will install uh, uh, 2027 Microsoft operating system or Linux latest version 11 or 10. We will install basic uh, configuration we will do like RAM, CPU, hard disk. Okay, we will install and we will convert that VM to template image and we will keep it ready. So we don't know when this client will come and ask. So like what will happen is if any product comes in the market, operating system or something, immediately they will come and they'll ask, I want one operating system with this latest operating system. Okay, I want virtual machine with latest Linux operating system. Okay, so when they update or something, uh, upgrade their business application, that application require latest OS, because OS also upgrading, like application also upgrading. Both in upgrade levels, it will work smooth. There won't be any conflict or something. Okay, that time they will come and ask for latest OS virtual machine. So this one like template purely VMware admins in their free time, what they will do is they will create virtual machine. They will convert that virtual machine into template image. Okay, see here. So this is the virtual machine. Okay, so 2016 or something, which one you want that you can. Okay, install like from scratch in our VMware admin, as a VMware admin, our free time we will create a virtual machine, install operating system, everything configure and everything keep it ready. Okay, so created virtual machine. So what they will do, they will convert this virtual machine into image. Okay, this is image. Okay, so if you want to convert this virtual machine into image, first we need to power off this virtual machine. So while power on, we cannot choose the template option. Even option will not show. It will be degraded because this running VM should be converted to image. That's the reason it will not show the option. It should be in power off mode. So once you power off, then you will get the template option. Okay, that option will be enabled. So we'll see. Convert a VM into template. So choose VM, power off that virtual machine, right click, go to template option, convert to a template. OK. Once you click this OK option, it will disappear from inventory page. It will go to VMs and template page. So it will not be here. So even a VM icon also will be changed to image. I'll show you that soon. Okay. First, we will create one virtual machine. So that virtual machine we will convert to template. So we'll go to lab now. So quickly we can create a virtual machines. How many you want, that many we can create. So I'll create virtual machine one, right click, new virtual machine. Okay, next I'll give name like template only, template. Next, next, I'm selecting data store for hard disk. Here also compatibility check succeed. Next, next. So I'll give like testing, no? Just 15 GB hard disk I'll give. Okay. Real time not like that. They will provide you the details accordingly. You have to proceed. So this is overview. Finish. So first I'll power on this virtual machine. I'll show you that option. Okay. While power on, we'll get this template option or not. Okay. So yes, it is powering on. Okay. Done. Power status. Power done. So I'll right click. I'll go to template option. See template. See option is convert to template. Option is disabled. Why? Because this virtual machine is powered on state. So if you want that option, you must power up this virtual machine. Okay. So in this is inventory page. So once you click template option final, okay, it will disappear from here. Okay. So VM icon will like this. See, once it's convert to template, this icon also will be changed. Okay. Now I'll power off this virtual machine. Go to power option, power off. Confirm yes. You have to give the confirmation. Now it's powered off state. Now I will right click this VM. I'll go to template option. You will get the convert to template option. See, it's enabled now. Convert the virtual machine name template to a template. Yes, name I have given same. That's the reason it is showing. See, the moment I clicked OK, see, it's disappeared from VMs and this one inventory page. Now where it will be? If you see second icon here, there are four icons now. This is inventory icon. Second is VMs and template icon. Click here, expand this. See, this is virtual missions icons. This is template icon. See, icon also bit changed. If you choose, see like VM icon is like this. Template icon is like this. See, as I said, this is the icon. Okay. So we cannot power on this image. Okay. Like we cannot power on or run application or anything on a template. Then what is the use of this one template? So quickly we can create a virtual machine. But deploying virtual machine from this template. So here also we need to change as I said in cloning VM name after creating virtual machine from this template. We need to change a VM name, IP address, SID. Okay. So directly creating a virtual machine from scratch, it will take approx 3 hours. Second method, cloning. So approx for 30 minutes to 1 hour, within 1 hour. If you see in a template, within 10 to 15 minutes, we can create a virtual machine. Okay. We'll see now how to deploy virtual machine from template. So now we have created one virtual machine. We have converted that virtual machine to image. So at the moment what's happened, it is disappeared from this inventory. It is in a template page. From this template, okay, deploy a virtual machine from template. How to deploy virtual machine? Okay, this image we cannot power on, we cannot run any application. what we can do is we can create a multiple virtual machines. Okay, a manual method, at a time one only we can deploy a virtual machine. If you want more virtual machines from this template at a time, we need to run a script. But manual method is at a time one VM we can deploy. Once that VM deployed successful, then you can go for second VM. Okay, so now, so we have created one virtual machine, converted to template, that means image. Now we'll see from this image how we will deploy a virtual machines. Okay, in real time there are multiple templates will be there. We have to select which template you want to deploy a VM. So select template, right click on the template, go to deploy a VM from this template option, name, ESXi, storage, same customization optional, click OK. Okay, within 10 to 15 minutes, VM will be ready. Okay, here within 5 minutes it will be created. We'll see now. Go to lab now. Okay, so already we are in VMs and template page. So I want to deploy virtual machine from this template. So selected template, right click, new VM from this template. Select this option. So provide name. Okay, I'm giving template new VM. Okay, just reference. Next, we have to choose this deployed VM on which host we need to create. Okay, I'm selecting two. Okay, anything you can choose. Okay, doesn't matter. So, say select a valid destination storage, hard disk purpose. We need to choose a storage. No, data store we need to select. Okay, I'm choosing here DSI01. Next. Okay, customization. So last time we have selected this power on virtual machine after creation. Now I will not choose this option. So once VM create, we will power on. Okay, customization. If you want, you can, or else default it will take. See, I'm not selecting any customization. So next, this is the overview. Source template. This is the template virtual machine. From template, we are creating this virtual machine, right? That name template, new VM. Okay, folder in on which host we are creating a deploying virtual machine, host 2. Okay, data store, which one we have selected, DSI01. Disk storage format, same format as source. In a template, what are the format is there, same it will come to this VM. Okay, finish. Now if you go to inventory page, first icon, click on this. See, template new virtual machine. So this is plain VM, right? Nothing OS also is not there. Na? That's the reason immediately it is created. Okay. See, clone virtual machine, template completed. Okay. Now we haven't chosen this. Na? We haven't chosen power on after creation virtual machine. That's the reason it's in power off state only. So manually we have to power on. So select this VM, right click, or select this VM, go to actions. Here also you can choose. So earlier this shortcut keys was not there. See, to power on, Control Alt B, automatically it will power on if you press this keys on keyboard. Power off, Control Alt D. Earlier was not there. From 8.0 onwards, I think they have introduced. Okay, so okay, I'll power on this VM. See, VM is powered on. See, from first method, it used to take 3 hours from scratch to create one single virtual machine. In a cloning option, it used to take 30 minutes to 1 hour based on data and source mission. When it comes to template method, say within 10 to 15 minutes, we can create a virtual machine, and that virtual machine we can we can hand over to client. Okay, now here we are saving the time. Okay, so we have poured on this virtual machine. Okay, this is how we will do. So, like first create virtual machine. Once virtual machine created, convert power of this virtual machine, convert to template. Once template done, then from this template you have to deploy a virtual machines, how many you want. But you need to choose, like normally how we will save name, this is Windows Server 2016. Rename this thing like template name, like so easily identify purpose. Windows Server 6. Okay. So when that customer asking template like 2016, 2019, 25, 22, latest one, Linux, easily we can see the name and we can deploy a virtual machine like that. Okay. If you want to run at a time more virtual machines, like deploy more virtual machines from vCenter is not possible directly. You want to run the script. Okay. Now here very important is, so this two done. Third one is very important. Okay. How will you update a template or modify a template? Okay. Like when you created virtual machine, so that time 2016 or something, like 2019, 2022, 2025. So after 6 months something, this template 6 months old. Now latest updates are there. Okay. Directly if you deploy virtual machine from this template, what it will do is 6 months back whatever OS updates are there, that will come to this virtual machine. Now latest updates are there. So he want 2016 only, but the latest updates. Now in interview also they may ask you how will you update a template or modify a template, or if you want to change memory, CPU, hard disk increase or something. Okay, for template, how will you? As you said, template is a image. You cannot modify. You cannot run. Even you will not get the power on option also. How will you modify? So what we need to do is first step, convert the template into a virtual machine. We can convert this image back to virtual machine because this template came from virtual machine only. No, we can revert back, like convert back to virtual machine. Once this image converted to virtual machine, then apply patches if there are any new updates, patches or modifications, whatever you want to do changes, do accordingly. Once done, again power of this virtual machine, then convert to image. Okay, these are the three steps we'll do now. Like, okay, we'll see. Go to lab. So assume that this is the template. No, see, as I said, even we will not get the power on option also if you select this thing, right click, see, new VM from this template, convert, clone, something. So there is no power on option only. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to convert to virtual machine. This template should convert to virtual machine. Second option you choose. Okay. It will change to virtual machine. Okay. Same. While converting image to virtual machine, we have to choose host. Okay. Any host you can choose. But memory CPU source must be free. Sources memory CPU. Okay. Finish. See, that image will convert to virtual machine. See, so willpower run. So assume that, so the template converted to virtual machine, you have done all the changes. Okay, fine. This VM is up to date, updates everything, modification, everything, changes done. Now I want to convert this virtual machine back to template. Same, right click. So to power off, I'll press Control Alt E. We'll see. Okay, I have selected this VM. Control Alt E. See, confirm power of Windows Server 2016. Yes. Now again convert back to template. This is the updated template. Okay, this is how we will do in the real time. Template, convert to template. Okay, yes. See, it is in like VMs and template icon second page. If you see in inventory page, it will not be there. It will disappear from here. Okay, got it? Yeah. Now, see, this is the very important difference between cloning and template. In cloning, both source and cloned VM can be used. Okay, if you see here, this is source VM, this is cloned VM. From this VM, we have cloned this one. Both we can use. Once this cloning done, there is no communication between source VM and cloned VM. So both we can use for business purpose. This also separate, this is also separate. There won't be any relation in between these two VMs. If you doing changes or mm, making any changes on this source VM, it will not affect to cloned VM. This is different once it's complete. So both we can power on, power off, configuration, applications, everything we can do here. Okay, in both VMs, source and destination VM and a cloning. If you see in a template, only the deployed VM can be used. That means this image we cannot use for like installing power and assembly, because this is image. We can only deploy virtual machines from this image template. We cannot use this image as a virtual machine. Okay, this is what I'm telling. Template only the deployed VM we can use. Okay, from this template we have deployed this virtual machine. This we can use. Okay, here also same. After creating virtual machine from this template, VM name, IP address, security identifier, SID, we need to change. So here what we observed is we are saving time actually. Okay, here it will not copy any unwanted data. Whatever data is the template, okay, minimum operating system is there, no, that only it will come. So unnecessary data will not copy. In clone, everything will come. So there, if you want that way, what we need to do is we need to delete unnecessary data. Again, extra task for us. So to avoid that kind of things, what VMware admins will do is in their free time, they once any product releases in market, not only Windows operating system, Linux operating system, okay, any, they'll create new virtual machine, install that OS and convert that VM into a template, get it ready. Whenever client asks immediate, they will deploy virtual machine and immediately they will give VM to the client. This is how we can save the timings. These are the three methods. Remaining two methods are there. We will discuss in the next session, like OVF and P2V, V2V. Okay. One more thing for hard clone and cold clone is like hard clone use cases for essential for scenario where real-time data availability is critical, business continuity must be maintained, or downtime cannot be scheduled. At the moment, they'll go for hard clone. When it comes to cold clone, use cases like idle for major infrastructure upgrades, migrating VMs between hosts with different CPU architectures, like which vMotion cannot do live, creating definitive templates, or when data integrity is upper amount and downtime is acceptable. The moment will go for cold clone. Okay, thank you.